Kelsey got it. Touchdown. Hurts on a quarterback draw. Nowhere to go. The ball is loose. Sitting on the turf. It's picked up by Bolton. No one in front of him is going to score. Nth play of the drive here for Kansas City. Pacheco right up the gut and in. Touchdown. Low sinking kick. Tony on the run. Still up on his feet. Tony has a wall. It's another block. Tony inside the 20. Tony still going and he's down to the 5.
You're not allowed to go from an eligible to an ineligible player on back-to-back plays.
Blitz coming. Mahomes, man wide open. Touchdown Chiefs at Sky Moore. Butker up. Got it. Everything perfect there. Snap and hold. No slipping on the turf. And Patrick Mahomes with a big second half for Kansas City.
Oh, go ahead. Do your little intro.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday, the day after the Super Bowl, and we are here to give you Earth2 Sports Talk. At Earth2 Sports Talk, we're here to talk about the Super Bowl. Jesus Christ, I'm slow.
You can't talk today, bro. You can't talk today. You all right?
I cannot. Apparently, I cannot.
Is it possible that it's the Japanese whiskey?
Oh no, this is definitely not that, bro. Like, I'm what? Nah.
Listen, man. I don't know.
I'm good, bro. And Japanese whiskey cannot put me down. Did I say that right?
You definitely that sounds like a challenge to me, but all right, cool.
I mean, the next time we're hanging out, I'll bring a bottle, bro. This was good. Anyways, welcome. I know you guys are not here to listen to us talk about Japanese whiskey. You want to hear our opinion on the NFL's finale from yesterday. So, fantastic game, well scripted. I mean, oh man. Here we go.
I almost spit out my water. Almost spit out my water, bro. I almost spit out my water. This guy said it was so well scripted, like he was watching a movie. Like,
bruh, the cinematography was amazing. I mean, the acting. Oh my god, the acting was fantastic. But I mean, it's a heartbreaking loss for the Eagles. If we're gonna be very, very honest, it's in my opinion one of the worst ways to lose because you want to play a complete game. Granted, that penalty at the end of the game isn't really the biggest factor for the loss. I would say more so the fumble recovery for a touchdown is really what kept Kansas City alive.
Yeah, because without that opening drive touchdown they had, they would have been down 28-0 if that fumble didn't happen. They would have been down 28. So
I mean, we were talking on Sunday where we did the show. One of the keys to victory is Philly being able to run and having a run dominant offense. And I think they that was solid. Their run offense was very, very solid. I felt like that was one of the best aspects of the game. Funny enough, Jalen Hurts had a monster game. Okay,
dude,
fumble aside.
Outside that fumble, he had a perfect game. Outside that fumble, he had a flawless game.
So it sucks, man. It's like I said, it's a horrible way to lose. What you dying over there for?
Anthony.
Oh,
Anthony's comment. You see it?
you just seeing that? It's been on the screen, bro.
I just noticed it, bro. I just noticed it.
No, it's the worst. It's the worst way to lose. I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, I really feel bad for you because up until the penalty, it looked like in the second half of the football game, y'all couldn't stop Patrick Mahomes.
4 drives, 4 scores.
It's crazy to me. That's really fucking crazy to me.
Yeah, 4 drives, 4 scores. So yeah, they couldn't stop Mahomes. It's almost like Mahomes went to the locker room and and he opened that little bottle. You know the one that says secret stuff.
Yeah, secret stuff. Yes.
He had a little bit of that, and then Mahomes came out and he remembered that oh hey wait, I'm Mahomes. Like I don't gotta sit here and play around with y'all. But I was telling somebody this, and this is the thing that kind of annoys me.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs almost look like they like playing from behind, bro. Pause. But but they almost like almost like they need somebody to go up and like give them a challenge, because otherwise this seems like they don't want to play football.
No. And early in the game, I think one of the other things we said was you got to limit Travis Kelce, and it looked like they couldn't do that early in the it's funny, right? All year we're talking about how the Eagles defense is top 5, top 3, to be very honest. One of the best. They had 70 sacks. They had a lot of sacks this season.
Right? Yeah.
The sack leaders were from Philly, and then they have Darius Slay and the boys in the back, and in the backfield.
Yeah.
Corners and safety. Their defense is nice, right? All year. But this is another thing that people have been saying, that the Eagles haven't been tested. They've been saying if you play Taylor Heineke twice a year, and then you play Daniel Jones twice a year, and you play Dak Prescott twice a year. Okay, no disrespect, but that's 6 games of who are you playing, right? And then and so that's those 6 games right there. It's who where's the competition? And then
hold on. You mentioned those 6 games, but here's a few games we didn't mention. Detroit can't stop cold.
A cold, yes.
Jaguars, Steelers, Houston, Colts.
Okay.
Chicago.
Correct.
Tennessee.
True.
New Orleans.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of games in that mix. And so I think someone said it yesterday. It was this is the best team, yes, in the NFC, but it's unfortunate that they're playing the other best team
in the AFC. Yeah, exactly.
In the AFC. If they were, I feel. Look, my thoughts on this is, if they were playing Joe Burrow, I think they could have pulled that one off.
If they played Joe Burrow,
if they played the Bengals, I think they pulled that one off.
Because if you look at the Bengals, their run game is not great, but their passing can't make up for it, because although Joe Burrow is good, they don't have the guys.
They don't have the offensive line to
they don't have the offensive line. Yeah, exactly. Because Joe Burrow, that man been sacked more than everybody else in the NFL in the last 2 seasons.
Right, and then you get to the playoffs for the Eagles. Your first game in the playoffs is who? Daniel Jones.
And your second one is
Brock
Purdy. Jack Johnson, because Purdy missed half the game.
Yeah, Purdy was hurt. So you have your road to the Super Bowl is super easy. You're not really even getting tested. But you still have to play though. Yes, your road to the Super Bowl is easy, but you still have to play.
Of course.
And so they're winning these games. Granted, you mentioned Detroit. I think that was the first game of the season.
Yeah, it was.
Detroit put 30 points plus on them.
Detroit put 35 on them. Detroit, crazy enough, last night scored 38-35. That was the score against Detroit.
Against Detroit. Right,
Yeah.
right. So all of these things are happening, and then on top of that, Jalen Hurts looked as amazing. He looked amazing yesterday. Again, fumble aside, 304, 27 for 38, a tutty. You
Three,
know,
three rushing touchdown.
3 rushing touchdowns, 70 yards in attempts.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, if we're looking at Patrick Mahomes' numbers, it almost was like this isn't. It was unrecognizable because Patrick Mahomes 182, granted 21 for 27. It's crazy. Okay.
Listen,
I mean, if you're also throwing 5-yard passes, like yeah, you can go 21 for 27, but let me relax.
but then again,
182.
you know why we saying that that 182 is
Mhm.
subpar is because we're judging Mahomes by Mahomes
By
standards.
Mahomes, yes, but then 21 for 20 is still is
Exactly.
is
Which
still like
means which
crazy.
means which means by Mahomes standard, even though he didn't give you the yards, he gave you the efficiency, he gave you the scores. So
3 rushing touchdowns in the red zone, so it wasn't a big deal. I mean, it's still three. He's the
it's
first, I
bro,
think, quarterback to
he's the
do
first.
it. So it's
He
still a
is.
big deal, bro.
Listen,
It's
listen,
still a big deal.
listen. Three
And he
touchdowns, three
squats six.
touchdowns.
And he squats 600 pounds.
Bro, three touchdowns, no matter what you call it.
Right. Because if
So
they won, that is impressive, right?
exactly.
You're not talking about anything else. You're talking about how Jalen Hurts really put the team on his back. That's what you're
Yep.
talking about. Because,
And
well, go ahead.
no. And to like kind of respond to what you said earlier, do you believe the Chiefs let Hurts go off and then stop everybody else? It didn't look that way in the beginning
Mhm.
because with the Miles Sanders touchdown catch, with like no,
Yeah,
not
AJ
Miles
Brown.
Sanders, AJ Brown
Yeah, yeah.
catch, and like it didn't look like way in the beginning, but by the end of the game, if you look at it, it's like it was
Yeah, he did. He
because
did go off.
yeah, like he definitely go off. Number one for three over 300 plus yards,
Mhm.
three rushing touchdowns, a passing one. Like Hurts went off, so it looks like that. It looks like that's what happened, but I don't know if that's what the Chiefs intended to do. I think it came out to like what I remember yesterday when we did the show. I said that um the Chiefs, if you're the Chiefs and you're playing this Eagle team, you have to give up something.
Correct. Correct.
And I said, you have to give up something because you cannot stop everything. You don't have the manpower to stop everything that they're going to bring at you. And because of
And
that, and if what they did was, if you look at the game, outside of Miles Sanders' touchdown, and I think he had
AJ
like said,
Brown,
AJ Brown, I can say Miles Sanders. Outside of AJ Brown's touchdown, I think he had like 70 yards or something like that. And
96,
then 96. Okay, I'm tweaking. And then Devonta Smith had 100 with
100,
catches.
7 catches.
So
Yes,
if you look at it, it's like, but again, because outside of those three, nobody else really did much for them on offense.
you're very right. I mean, Dallas Goedert, six catches, 60 yards. But yes, we were saying that the Eagles would need to run and run well, which in the grand scheme of things, it looked like they did,
They did,
but it
yeah,
was Jalen Hurts because
yeah,
Gainwell, Kenneth Gainwell,
yeah.
7 for 21. The Miles Sanders, 7 for 16. Boston Scott, 3 for 8. So they didn't really run that well outside of Jalen Hurts.
It was just Hurts,
Yeah,
yeah. So
he did. He did because it's now Kenneth Gainwell's job. It's fucking crazy. You have 3 studs at running back, and you see, and you have Jalen Hurts.
yeah,
Let's talk controversy for a second. So, like the big thing that everyone is talking about is that call at the end of the game. This is
mhm,
this is my thoughts on it, right? I know you. I
mhm,
know you feel away because you wanted Kansas City to win. My thoughts on that is they were playing like that the entire game, right? They were
mhm,
letting things go off. There were, slight tugs here. I think there was a pass interference that you thought you saw that they
yeah,
didn't call, right?
yeah,
So if you're letting things like that happen all
mhm.
game, why? My thing is, why do you decide that is the point? Guess who's
Is it?
back? My thing is,
Mhm.
why is that the point that you decide this is what I'm gonna call? This is what I'm gonna make this call.
Would you like me to answer that?
I mean, obviously you're gonna be like on Kansas. You're okay.
No,
Go
no,
ahead,
no,
man.
no,
Go
no.
ahead.
Honestly, this is not even like this is not even like for
You're
Kansas
sucking
City or
Kansas City.
against them. It's not even that. Here's why. Here's why for me. I don't care if it's like because it could be anybody, right? Because as fans, we feel entitled for calls to go our way or the way we want them to because of the team that we're rooting for, right?
Correct. Yes.
Because here's what happened when the ref missed a call, oh, we bitch about it for a week straight. We complain.
Correct.
We
Again,
listen. We
no
go.
argument from you on that.
We go on Twitter, Instagram. We go everywhere talking about how terrible the refs are.
Correct.
But then when the ref make a right call, we then bitch some more because it's like, oh yeah, well, how come we let all the other calls go? It's like, what the hell do you want? Do you want the calls to? Do you want them to get the calls right, or do you want them to get? Do you want the calls to go your way? Which is it?
Okay, so again, my point is, I'm not saying that was a call. I'm not saying that. So don't do that.
No.
What I am saying is, at that, if you've been letting this, because again, see, this drunk made the comment. He'd been doing that all game. They've been letting him slide. At that point in the game, you make that call. Things change. If you make that call every other time that that has been happening, I am not mad at that call at the end of the game. Do you understand? I am only upset, mildly upset, because I have no real dog in this fight except for money. I'm not. Sports betting is bad. Don't do it anymore, fellas. It's horrible, bro. It ruined my pockets this season. Football stinks. DraftKings. I deleted all the fucking apps, bro. MGM, DraftKings, all of them.
Listen. Finn dude got a hold on me. So I can't get the monkey off my back. All right. So I'm not there yet. All right.
Right. No, I'm already fucking done. But I think this is the call we were when you're watching the game.
Yeah.
You see, yeah. But I'm saying if you've been letting it go all game, right? I think it's something that you've decided, okay, we're not calling this. If it's a slight tug, we're not calling it. We will call it if it's it wasn't a huge, like, it was a slight tug, right? It wasn't a huge, like, oh my God, this is like the Saints thing, which was obvious pass interference.
Of course, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
Of course,
but tell you what though.
Anything if it weren't.
No, I mean, no. Anthony, when I tell you the way
isn't that you?
Yes. So I'm not. I'm gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let it go because. But no, hold on. The thing about it is the fact that if you're a referee, right, and you say they've been doing it all game, right, and they know they've been doing it all game, like what you go to Bradbury even said it himself, right? They know they were doing it, right? So if you're a referee,
not a that's so Raven moment.
Nah, but if you're the referee, right, and you see them do, you see them like making like causing these penalties, and you let it go once, you let it go twice, you let it go 3 times. Let's say you let it go 8 times, right, in a game. At some point, it starts to feel like, yo, these motherfuckers don't respect me. Like they don't think I know what I'm doing. They don't feel like I have the power.
I feel like you're giving the refs a lot of you're giving them a lot, bro.
No, here's what I'm saying.
Because I get what I feel like you're giving them a lot of things. But go ahead.
No, but the thing I'm saying though is the fact that if you listen, and that's the thing, like with people, where the moment they get away with a little, that's what they say. You give people an inch, they take a mile. The moment they get away with a little, they're gonna try to get away with a lot.
So that's really how it is. So what you're saying is you finally decide this is where you're going to use your power at the end of the game, not at the 6th time, because you said 8, right? I'm just using your number that you throw out.
I just give a random number. It's like,
no, that's what I'm using your number. I'm using your number. I'm not. Yeah. So not at the 6th time, not at the 7th time. It's the 8th. At the end of the game is when you decide, okay, I am going to call every penalty now. That is kind of bullshit. And that is kind of that is the shit that makes people say like the NFL has not rigged, not scripted. No, that's the shit that the NFL protects their sweethearts. The darling of the NFL, the face of the NFL right now is Patrick Mahomes. That's the dark. It's no longer Tom Brady. Hold on, it's no longer Tom Brady.
Go ahead. You finish? Because the word "dog" comes to mind, bro. That's how sports go. bro, you give preferential treatment to your superstars. That's how the world works.
Okay.
Pretty people, there's pretty privilege out there. There's people,
who cares about?
No, I'm saying again. I'm
defense is overhyped.
I say like I was saying, it's out there, which means that listen, certain people get certain privileges, and certain that's just how the world goes. Guess what? So if you're the NFL,
this guy doesn't. This guy doesn't.
Who?
This guy.
Who? LeBron?
He doesn't.
All right. Okay.
Let's be honest.
I'm gonna go ahead and stick to football because if you're gonna piss me off, you're gonna piss me off with this. Nope.
I don't even know how I'm about to piss you off. All right, but okay. So I mean, so MVP of the game, Patrick Mahomes.
No. Before we get to that though, we talk about that holding call as if it was the sole reason why they lost.
No. Come on now. We've done that. I mean, holding call.
No, not you. Not you. I'm saying not you per se. I'm saying people talk about this game as like, oh my god, that's what decided the game. I'm like, you give up a 20-yard run to a one-legged Patrick Mahomes.
See, now that so that to me, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the high ankle sprain in the room, for lack of a better understanding. Let me tell you something. I'm saying I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that fucking high ankle sprain, bro. Either that or that young nigga is on PEDs, because he must have been high on some
secret stuff. Okay, the secret stuff is in the back. Andy Reid has it locked for him.
Ain't no way you're running around on a high ankle sprain like that. Did you see when he hit and he came up and was hobbling? I was like, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like this, the cinematography, the writer, the script, perfect. Because yes, I need that. What knees hurt, bro.
Bro, I agree.
Today I was in the gym doing fucking pendulum squats, and I felt every fucking squat in my knee. I need that secret shit. Cause ain't no fucking way, bro.
Listen. When you become a home, okay, when you go to 5 conference, 5 AFC championship games in 5 years, you win 3 of them. You win 2 Super Bowl. When you become that guy, you can have the secret stuff, bro. Until then, wrap your knee like a real person.
I'm sorry, they're gonna have to. That nigga needs a piss test today. Piss test Patrick Mahomes, because ain't no fucking way. Whatever juju he's using, bro, like, come on, man. Like, it is crazy to me. The play of the game, Jalen Hurts threw a Hail Mary, which I felt like he slipped on. It was a lame duck.
That was a Hail Mary?
It was something. He threw the ball. He slipped though. He slipped on that play. So
okay, because I thought Hail Mary was supposed to, like reach,
something.
Yeah. So
horse tranquilizer makes a Fenty in the system. Fenty, he got Fenty. Speaking of Fenty, we spent Robin Fenty. We spent a whole lot of time thinking that we're gonna get a concert, and it starts me thinking like, Rihanna's not a stage performer, bro.
She's not.
Exactly. Oh, you know what? Before we get to Rihanna, let's address this, because everybody on that field slipped at some point. Running back, lineman, tackle. Everybody was slipping, especially when you got to the paint area. When you got to midfield, it sucked more. So, like, honestly, I'm happy that what FIFA is doing, or FIFA saying that they want to, do the FIFA saying they want to host the World Cup in America, and for them you need real grass. I'm happy that they're doing that, because maybe these NFL honestly look into real grass, because that fake shit that was on the field yesterday was garbage, bro.
No,
like
garbage.
It was garbage. Like, you want to watch a game where people are actually like, you, especially if you're playing football, you want to stake your foot in the ground and come up.
Yeah. No.
$800 for that ass grass, bro. They should take it back to the owner.
The Super Bowl grass costs $800K,
bro.
So we're seeing almost $1 million, almost $1 million for that trash. God.
I am poor because grass. Not the Super Bowl grass calling me poor, bro. Like, you want to know how, like, like you're broke when you see shit like that, and you're like, damn. Like, people see shit like that and like, okay, like, that's $80 to somebody. That is
bro,
fucking
bro.
$800K to me.
All right,
Like,
you know what? You know what? You see, you say that's 800K to you. I look at it, I'm like, that's basically $1 million to me. Like, so I'm like,
it was fucking trash. Like, you spent $800,000 on that. I want a fucking refund. Like, give me my money back.
yo,
Hey,
I feel like the NFL has a lot of refunds to give this, after this season.
bro. Right.
Like this, and they need to like bless my FanDuel account for one. They need to refund Jeff Bezos. I know he don't need more money, but they need to refund him for those Thursday
Bruh.
night games.
For those Thursday
I'm
night
like,
games.
the
God
NFL got
awful.
the NFL got some money to give back because what the hell?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. So we done with the mid ass grass, and now the halftime show.
And we were expecting a show, right? Something.
Yes.
But she was pregnant, so maybe like I'm not a woman, so I don't know like how that would affect performing, so
yeah.
oh shit.
Yep,
Man,
yep.
the grass gonna definitely call me a broke boy. But yeah, like I don't have stuff to say about the halftime show. I was expecting more, but I got we got what we got. Can't really complain about something that
we can't control. We can't control.
Yeah, we can't control. So I mean,
okay, but with that being said, we complain about the game. So clearly, we can complain about things we can't control. And
I mean,
as far
to
as
me,
the
I think
goes,
I was there for the game. I wasn't necessarily there for the halftime show.
Of course.
It's always a good thing to have a great halftime show, so you could be like, "Damn, the halftime show was good." Let's get back into the game. It helped, keeps the spirit going. But I just felt like let's get, halftime show was going on. I'm like, yo, let's get right back to the game. This isn't going for me.
Yeah,
and that's not how it should.
No, it shouldn't because especially like some halftime performances that when we get them, we're like, oh man, we forgot there was a second half to the game. Like it was so great.
When Beyonce made the lights go off. Beyonce made the lights go off. That was fire. Okay,
so
that was fire.
So that certain shows that when you have certain expectations, but at the same time though, here's the thing that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing I don't like, right? All day, first of all, every group chat I'm on, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp, my iMessage, every group chat I'm on has been going off all day. And here's the thing that I've been seeing online all day that's kind of annoyed me, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. Everybody's posting, they're like, oh my God, a pregnant woman, performed 12 songs in 13 minutes, while being up 150 feet in the air, and you guys saying it wasn't great. The bar is set too high. And here's my thing with it.
Nobody's fault that the bar is set too high, bro.
No, but here's the thing, bro.
It's the Super Bowl. It's
bro.
What?
No, they're saying the bar is set too high. Like you're like, oh my God, like you guys want too much. But here's
are we supposed to want too much for a Super Bowl halftime show? I'm confused,
bro.
Because last year when 50 when Dr. Dre put that was a fucking show.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. When the Hawaiian boy, help me out. The short Hawaiian boy, the singer,
Bruno Mars,
when he did that shit, that was fire. Everyone still remembers Prince's show. That was fire.
Exactly.
There are people who still talk today about Michael Jackson's halftime show.
Bro,
Beyonce's halftime show when she had people when she had conservatives mad because she did. Do you understand? That is the bar for the Super Bowl halftime show.
But not only that though. But it's like, since when do people become above criticism?
Oh man, we're still on that. No, the grass is fucking like no, that is fucking ridiculous. It's fucking grass, my boy. Like that's no. Honestly, I don't want to talk about grass no more. Like, God.
Bro, listen, between Anthony and Drunk, these guys are going off. Like,
because what's funny? Because when she did Work, I was like, oh, Drake gonna come out? No. And then she did all of the lights chorus. I'm like,
hey, Kanye? Nope. Like,
I mean, that would have been crazy if he came out.
that would have been
super
crazy,
controversial.
right?
People
Bro,
will still be
that
talking
would
about it, regardless of what
that
the
would
show
be crazy.
felt like. They'll be talking about it.
Yeah.
So that again, that I
So
don't know. It was just
my
something.
whole thing is though is like, since when did performers, singers, actors, athletes, since when did they become above criticism?
You know what it
Why
is?
can't we criticize? Why
What
not?
I've learned is when people like you,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
When people like you, they will find a reason to not blame you for things. Like, that's just the way I see it. If this was a different person and not Rihanna, and if it was a problematic person, person would be getting dragged. They would be getting dragged.
Exactly.
But it's Rihanna. She's likable. She has Fenty. You know, she makes women happy. She makes men happy. Made me mad because she's pregnant again. I was hoping it'd be one and done, and then I would have a shot. But whatever.
Okay,
Um,
bro, you have about
but
as much shot with Rihanna as I have with Savannah. Okay, so it's not happening.
nah. Chill out. Don't talk about my second wife. Let's not do that. Let's not fucking do that. Okay. Let's not fucking do that.
Bro, I will fight you and LeBron for Savannah. So I'll
Bruh,
put hands with both of
fucking
you.
bring it, bro. Like, Weds, how you feel about last year's halftime show?
Oh, who performed last year? Oh yeah. Oh
It
no,
was,
I loved it.
Dr. Dre.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Why? I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of all those guys. 50, Dre, like big fan. So for me, yes, loved it. And when she did bring
Don't
Kanye,
bash your TV in, bro. Don't bash your TV. But no, bruh, did you see Savannah last night? My god.
What I tell you, I would put hands on LeBron. All 6'9" of them. I would put all 6'9".
Fight, yo, dog. If it was like a gladiator fight, I would fight all of y'all, bro. Everybody. Winner takes Savannah. I will have to do respectfully. But yeah. What else? Let's. We had a bunch of trailers. We had a bunch. Commercials last night. I think the best commercial was the Tubi commercial. Let me tell you how I know the best commercial was the Tubi commercial. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We were watching the game, and then the Tubi thing happened, and the TV started to change. He said, "Alexa." Whole time, nobody was touching the remote. Nobody was doing anything. Like, yo, what the hell is going on with the TV? Alexa, what are you doing? Like, that shit was fire to me.
No, that's true. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
You can have Adele. I don't want anybody at this point. I don't want nobody else but Savannah. I'm good. I can have whoever you want to have. I'm good with Savannah.
Okay.
Nah, dead ass. To be best commercial. But okay, so what was the best movie trailer that debuted last night? We had
Flash.
I didn't even finish, bro.
Because there's only one commercial that mattered. It was Flash. That was it. It was the only commercial that mattered, bro. Because you know why? Bro?
I didn't even get the question. Go ahead.
Bro, because I knew what the question was. I didn't care for the rest of the actual question, bro. You know how I know this? Because
Anthony feels the same way about you,
bro. I watched what you call it. I watched Flashpoint Paradox. Like, I don't know, whenever it came out, like 4 times in a row. After I saw that, I was like, yo, I wish I had gotten a movie version of this. And now we're getting a movie version of it. So yeah, that's it. That's something that mattered to me. I don't care. I don't care what other commercials came on. And by the way, they had a commercial for Cocaine Bear, did they? And
yeah, they did.
Cocaine Bear and Transformers.
TV started to change.
Like Transformers Dream and Nightmare. Like, I don't care.
Transformers was dope. I want to see Beast Wars. Like, that is one of my top must see movies for the year is Beast Wars, because I've been a Transformers fan. I've been a Beast Wars fan for as long as I know, and I want to see Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal like together. That made the kid inside. Maybe the way you felt about the Flash, but that maybe the way Anthony felt Flash for real. That is how Beast Wars makes me feel. But I will agree with you that because of the hype or the build up around the Flash, and it's been one of the things that they've been building up forever. I agree with you. They had to bring, and they did bring it, to be very honest.
Yeah.
And yes, I do like the Fast 10 trailer as well. I thought that was a pretty fucking dope. Fast movies are a guilty pleasure for me. I know they're not like the best movies in the world, but they are honestly a guilty pleasure. I see them. I've seen all of them. I go to see these. So I don't care what anybody
The
says.
last one I saw was probably 6 or 7.
Which one with one of them with the rock in them?
Yeah. After that, I was like, all right, I've had enough. Like,
I get it.
like,
I get it's
bro,
an exhausting thing
at
for
this point,
me.
bro, I'm like, first of all, I've had enough of The Rock. Like, if you're not giving me something else, stop giving me The Rock in different costumes, in different scripts. Like, stop,
That was Black Adam, bro.
give me a better character.
But oh, you know what's funny? I seen people mad at the Flash trailer or the Flash saying that it's Flashpoint Paradox, but it's not word for word bar. And a friend of mine made a great point about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be word for word, bar for bar, because if you're going to make a Flashpoint Paradox within the current DCU, that is, you can't use the comic book or that movie to do it. You got to use what you have, the characters you have, the people you have. That is how you're going to make this movie. And I feel like
No, of
it's going to
course.
be.
No, of course. And the thing with it was like that. I think you and I spoke about this before when you were saying, oh, some of these movies were not comic book accurate. But here's the thing, though.
You know what? I am going to get Roy and we're gonna probably do that. Or maybe Wetson and I will do it. I've you know what? To be honest, I haven't watched The Last of Us like that. I can't really get into it. Maybe I'll try again.
If you want to do it, let me know and I'll start watching it so I could, if you want to do
I
it,
mean,
I'll watch it so we can do it.
Honestly, Jake, so maybe you and Jake should do it because
Go
I
ahead,
don't
man.
love it. Jake loves the show, so maybe you and Jake should do it because I don't love it.
Hold on. I've never seen it, never cared for it. But now you tell me I
See,
should just go watch it just so me and Jake could do it. Nope, never mind.
I mean,
I changed
Drunk
my
is
mind.
asking for it. It's not
Hey,
me.
you know
Drunk
what?
asked
All
for
right,
it.
all right. So okay, you know
Oh
what,
yeah,
Drunk?
Creed is
Mhm.
definitely like I want to see Creed 3.
Oh yeah, me
And
too.
Weston says he wants to see Creed 3 because he wants to see Michael B. Jordan get his ass knocked out. Simple,
Yes.
right?
No, not only knocked out, but also like I want to see Jonathan Majors act circles around him and then whoop his ass. That's what I want to see. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But to be a fire movie. I think 2023 is going to be the year that the movies make up for the last couple of years for us. Because it's been, I'm not talking about any universes or any comic. I'm just saying in general, movies haven't been like, oh,
Movies
I
have been
want to see
trash.
this. Yes, movies have been trash.
Movies haven't been
So
moving like they used to before. That's what it is.
oh no, Drunk. I've played the game, bro. I played Last of Us 1 and 2. So the show, when I saw the first couple episodes, I was like, all right, this looks good, but I don't care
a
to
slow
go into some. It is
dystopian burn.
a slow burn, bro. It's even the game is a slow burn. So, but the game is fun because there's stakes
Yeah.
and you die and you come back. So, yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
this is one for Weston. 2023 is the year for Marvel movies. I think Marvel movies are going to come back because Ant-Man Quantumania is, I feel like, it's going to be amazing. What I do think though, 23 in terms of comic book movies, I think we're going to see the best selection from everybody in terms of comic book movies because Ant-Man is going to happen, Shazam 2 is going to happen, The Flash is going to happen, The Marvels is going to happen. You're gonna get fucking Into the Spider-Verse is 2 is gonna happen, of course, Spider-Verse.
You have a high acquisition of what you say? You say what's the movie you said? You said there was Ant-Man, you said the Marvels, and then
Yes, Shazam
and
2, which Shazam 1 was good.
you have high
The Flash,
you have high expectations for Shazam 2.
because I liked Shazam, the first Shazam. Yes, I do have high expectations for Shazam 2. Shazam was a good movie. Yeah,
Okay.
and Ant-Man might be the best movie of the year, but I think The Flash might take all of that. You're gonna get Blue Beetle, and then you're gonna get Aquaman 2 at the end. I think this year, in terms of comic book movies, we're gonna have a fucking amazing time. It does.
No.
I think they're all gonna be good. I don't know which is gonna be the best movie. I think drawing Ant-Man 2 the best movie is gonna be the best movie of the year.
For me,
I
it's
think for me,
Flash. For
okay.
me, it's Flash because from the trailer alone, I'm like, we get like so many universes Batman. I was like, this is beautiful. Like, I was like, first of all, I'm gonna tell you right now. If Dark Knight Batman pull up, if Dark Knight Batman pull up,
I don't think
Christian
I don't think
Bale,
we're gonna get. I don't think. Oh, you think he's gonna put? I don't think so.
I don't
Because
think
I
he
mean,
is.
there's
I
a
don't think he
rumor
is.
that there is one more character, old school character, that's gonna pull up in that movie. So who
So
knows?
if he pull up, that's the movie of the year. That's what I'm saying. Again, I'm not counting on it. I'm just saying if he does, that's the movie of the year to me because I think that's gonna be good.
Anthony, I haven't played the game yet, but everyone that I know that has played it is like, yo, I need to play it. So that is gonna be the next thing I pick up is Harry Potter, Wizarding World game. So that's something I'm gonna pick up.
Mm.
But yeah, so the Super Bowl champions, Patrick Mahomes, he's going to his world. Um, uh, man, I ain't got nothing else to talk about. I mean, it's not basketball didn't really happen, so there's really nothing to talk about. I mean, we talked about everything. Oh, by the way, John Wall isn't going to Houston. I think the Clippers bought his contract out, so I think he stays.
So he says increases in
I
Clippers.
I think that is what was said. Let
Oh,
me go.
the Magic Wave Beverly. So now he ain't got no
Free agent.
job.
Oh man,
Okay, never mind. You say free agent. I was just saying he ain't got no job. But all right,
come on, man. This is
okay,
so
okay.
mean.
Let me ask
That was your starting point guard for a good portion of the season. So
and
stop it.
look where it got us.
Ooh, matter of fact, we could talk basketball. Okay, so real quick before we go right back to football, you know what? Let's just deal with this then. Patrick Mahomes' legacy, is it starting to build? Has it been
Starting,
built?
what been starting to
That's
build, bro?
like, is it start? No, is he going? Okay, 7. So if the magic number in basketball is 6, right? The magic number in football is 7,
No, you know why it's not? You know why it's not the magic number?
right?
Because it's damn near unattainable. Like it's not something that that we've seen, like or something that we can actually hope for and think is going to happen. That's one. But also when it comes to like, and you were talking about Mahomes in terms of like is his legacy being built or stuff like that. But the thing with Mahomes is the fact that he came out the gate hot. Like right now, the only thing Mahomes is fighting is Mahomes standards now.
Mhm.
Like right now, if Mahomes if Mahomes don't make the conference championship the next 2 years, or he doesn't win a Super Bowl for the next 4 or 5, we're literally judging him based on what he's done the last 5 years.
Okay.
So in terms of is he he's already better than Aaron Rodgers ever was. I mean,
Yes. Ain't there's I to me that's unquestionable. I'm sorry. That's unquestionable. That's unquestionable. Do you excuse me, do you realize that Aaron Rodgers, I'm not even trying to like shade Brett Favre, but Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre both have the
had
same
the
amount
same
of Super
career,
huh? Pretty
same
much.
amount yeah, same career. Yeah, I
Same
know.
amount of Super Bowls as one Patrick Mahomes and as one Eli Manning.
Also, um,
Ooh, that's spicy.
Aaron Rodgers been
That's a
to as
spicy take.
many. No, he is. No, he's a Hall of Famer. Right now, he's a Hall of Famer. Like
No, not that take. This take right here. That's a spicy
I'll
take.
take Patrick Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick and Manning over Brady. All right. Well, you're on drugs. It's fine. It's fine to be on drugs, bro. Like because you can't say that you'll take those guys over the greatest winner. Like freaking the
I
NFL has ever
mean,
seen.
Brady was on a cheating team, but that's not the debate here.
You, you,
Anyways,
you know, you
Mahomes can
know,
never
you
win
know.
again, and he's already a first ballot Hall of Fame. I 100% agree with that.
I
Yes,
agree. I
yes,
agree.
yes.
No, even if you never win again, but like but Mahomes and Manning over Brady, you're tweaking because Manning was I know more don't like to hear this one, but Manning was
Bro,
a great
I will
regular.
mute you. I will if you say what you're. I will mute your mic, bro.
All right, so
Let's
drunk.
move on.
I'll put it in the comments.
Let's move on. Real quick, because you will not do what.
The,
Listen,
you see what I mean? You see what I mean? The man gets in his feeling whenever what's his name is mentioned. That guy with the forehead and that played for the Colts.
you know what?
Him. He gets
Him.
triggered
All
when that
right.
guy is mentioned. So
Okay.
um,
So I think that
we,
was the
we,
last thing I wanted to talk about was that.
you were mentioning basketball, weren't you?
Yeah, I was about to jump right back to that. So back to basketball real quick. All-Star LeBron James is out again tonight, I think. He's been out for a couple of nights. He's been battling a ankle injury. But I think personally that the new look Lakers are going to be fine till he gets back 100%. If I'm LeBron James, and I think I want to be fresh, and I mean, I think he's doing this so that he can be fresh for the All-Star game because he is an attraction. If we're being very honest, LeBron James is an attraction.
Yeah, of course, because it's LeBron James. Like if you turn on ESPN in the middle of August, you know what he's gonna start with
you're talking
LeBron
LeBron James.
James, LeBron
Yes,
James,
yes.
LeBron James. That's what you're gonna hear. So of course he's in the attraction, bro. He's the attraction majority of
He
the
is.
time.
Yeah. So
They've
if
been
I'm gonna
they've been
pay
bro, they've been
if I'm
trying
gonna
to like go ahead.
if I'm gonna pay the money, yes, I want to see all the All Stars, but of course I want to see LeBron James on court. So
Of course,
yes,
yeah.
he's an
So
attraction.
because
So I want to be healthy for that, and then I want to be healthy past that for the remainder of the season. I think that is what he's doing.
yeah,
I think
probably.
I think the Lakers are positioning, or if it works out, the Lakers are going to be in a position to play in, right? And I
Hmm.
think LeBron James is trying to make sure that he's able to be able to do that. And I think, I mean, yes, they're a 13th seed.
Okay,
This is
hold on. Okay,
crazy. This is a
all right,
crazy fucking
all right,
take because
all
this
right,
is right.
all right. Hold on. Before you go into there, I'm gonna have to
Mhm.
go back like 3 comments ago when Anthony said Patrick is winning because of Patrick and Brady was winning because of his defense. Because I'm sorry, defense don't throw touchdowns last time I checked. That's one. And we're talking the guy who has
You know who you sound like when you start talking about Tom Brady? I'm not even. I'm like no jokes. You sound like that white guy on that one show
you
with
talking
the
about Skip
black guy.
Bayless?
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. You sound like you're about to start saying Thomas
Can
Edward Brady.
can
I'm
can
not
I,
even
can I
lying
fix
to
your
you.
phone? Yes, I got you, Papa. Here. Um,
Nope.
what do you want to watch?
Okay.
What are we watching?
If LeBron goes to the All Star game and then plays injured again, um, then gets injured again, yeah, of course. And I believe you are allowed to be annoyed, to be angry, because you are LeBron James and you're prioritizing the All Star game. But I feel like I think LeBron is going to play through this injury until the end of the season. I think to be as fresh as possible from All Star break moving forward. So if I'm going to take an extended period of time off, I'll come back. I don't think he plays the entire All Star game. I think he plays a little bit of it and then he comes back and he sits out for the rest of it. Ability to be to clutch out a game. Whatever. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Tom Brady for real. For real. He's retired. He's on TV
Brady
now.
Brady winning because of his defense. Patrick winning because of
Bro,
him.
we
Okay.
been moved past that,
I
my
was
boy.
first of
Like
all, I had to stop to
no.
I had to stop to fix
Yeah,
Netflix for my son.
go fix my man's phone and
I
do
already
that.
did. I already
Pay
did.
attention. Pay attention to the kids, bruh. What you doing on the show?
Wow,
Go pay attention to the kids.
this man take me out of my time to do this show today, and then he's telling me like, all right, you know what?
Me?
All
Me.
right, cool.
Okay. All right.
Okay, no, but drunk,
Anything
but
else you
drunk.
want to talk about,
Oh no,
bro?
no, just drunk. You know what's crazy though? Like I don't even know. Like at this point, like most I sound like like Skip Bayless at this point. At this point though, whenever Brady's mentioned, I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm not gonna talk about it no more. I don't care. You know
Brady's
why?
not, but that's the thing. Brady's not going to be mentioned again because he is retired.
Except
We don't
except
talk
Anthony
about. We
except
don't.
Anthony's the one that mentioned him. That's what I'm saying.
Next time I won't put the comment up. How
That,
about that?
listen,
As soon
man,
as I see a Brady comment, I would delete it.
fair enough. That's what you want to do.
Because I
That's
don't
cool.
want you to feel like I don't want you to feel like you can't talk about anything on the show.
Oh no, no, no,
Because
no, 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 no. I'm just not gonna talk about it anymore. You know why? Because it's a moot point at this point. There's no reason to talk about it because you know why? The people
he's
let's say
retired.
no, not only that, but because the thing is though, Same thing. I think I told you the same thing. With like the Jordan and LeBron debate. I'm not doing that anymore either. You know why?
Oh yeah. I've given up on Jordan and LeBron.
I'm not doing that either because
because
at this point, the people who believe it's LeBron will always say it's LeBron. The people who believe
continue to
it's
say
MJ
it's
will
LeBron.
always
The
say
people
it's
who
MJ.
think it's Jordan will always say it's Jordan. So there's no
Exactly. So
it's hard to change, and you can't change anyone's minds from either camp. If we're being honest.
Exactly. So because of that, I'm like, it's fair. Whatever you want to say, go with it.
Oh man, this is a fun show. I think I like doing the shows on Monday now.
Anthony, I'm talking about it because I want to make sure that like when we go back 100 episodes from now, and somebody mention it, and they'd be like, "How come you never talk about him?" Because and I'd be like, you know what? Go back to episode 33, or on the 40, or on the 50-minute, or on the 45 to 50-minute mark, and you'll see why I just don't talk about it anymore. I'm done with the topic.
Not you blaming Anthony for why you're not going to talk about Brady no more. That's crazy.
It's Anthony's fault. It's Anthony's fault.
See what you did.
It's between Anthony and Mo. It's your fault.
Wow, me? So why am I in this?
Because the moment I mention him, you're like, you sound like Skip Bayless. I'm gonna mute you. I'm like, you know what? Fine. So you know what? That's it. No more conversation about him. It's over. That was my final one.
All right. So we talked about the controversy in the Super Bowl. We talked about the actual winners of the Super Bowl. I think one of the things we talked about yesterday was like who's going to win MVP. You call Mahomes. Would have been Jalen Hurts, man. If they won, it would have been unquestionable that it was going to be Jalen Hurts.
Because he was the best player of the game.
Yeah.
Regardless of Mahomes won, so he got the MVP.
Yeah, you got to get to it.
But
let me ask you this:
best player in the game. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because I think this is starting to become a debate on the internet, which is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Kelce or Rob Gronkowski?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean, like in terms of who's the better?
It's becoming a debate.
Well, here's the thing: because of his health and longevity, Kelce has been more consistent because Gronk, although Gronk was, I think Gronk was a better blocker, and Gronk was like he wasn't better at like running routes. Travis Kelce runs route better than Gronk, but the difference with Gronk is the fact that Gronk would stand in the middle of the field, catch a pass, 3 people would jump on him, he'll run with all 3 of them. Kelce doesn't do that as much. He just runs route better. He runs routes better. So if you ask me, I say Gronk, but I'm also biased because Gronk played for my team. But but as for consistency goes, Kelce has been consistent for like he's been more consistent than most receivers. Like you can't find too many receivers that's been more consistent than Travis Kelce in the last 5-6 years. So with that being said, in terms of yeah, Gronk was just different. So because of that, I can't give it to Kelce yet. But I would say it's definitely a good debate to have, and you could choose whichever way you go. I'm not gonna fault you for it, but for me, it's Gronk. But yeah.
But if we're looking numbers in terms of like being a pass catching tight end, Kelce has that. I think a healthy
Gronk cannot be stopped.
Who, me? Who, me?
Wow.
I think a healthy. Oh wow, this is a good one. There will be another Kelce before there's another Gronk, and you know what? Based on that, I think it is Gronk. Yeah, I'll give it a Gronk.
Ooh, that was a spicy comment, Drunk.
That is a spicy comment, but yes.
You know what?
I mean, there is another Travis Kelce, Darren Waller, and the kid from Atlanta, the guy Kyle Pitts.
No,
I mean they just don't have good quarterbacks. If we're being very honest,
I would
if we're being very honest,
I would give it to Mark Andrews before I'll give it to Pitts, bro. You're tweaking.
Then there's, I mean, Kyle Pitts was a rookie, but 2 years ago.
Last year.
2 years ago. Last year.
Yeah.
I mean, and who was this quarterback? Marcus Mariota, and then there's George Kittle. Let's not forget George Kittle, who pretty similar. No Super Bowl wins though.
That's
pretty similar numbers. Yeah. So I think there's more Kelce's than we will ever see another Gronk.
Yeah.
And if we're being very, 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 very honest, if we're being very, very honest, if he wasn't a killer.
Mo, You want me to stop mentioning certain people, but you want to come here.
Okay.
You want to come here
I'm
on Joe
done. I'm
Biden's
done. I'm
internet
done.
and mention that guy
If you know what,
of all the tight ends in all the
the
world.
point right there. The show's over. Show's over. Thank you very much. That is the absolute end of the show. That is the I can't even believe I said that. To be very honest, I can't believe I was fixing my lips to say that. I promise you. And for that, I am sorry. I apologize to everybody listening and everybody watching. We'll just see you next week. Okay, that's the end of the show.
Oh, God.
You know what? Yeah, let's come back to Gronk. He is
no. Gronk is different because again, he was also a much better blocker because he was built, like Jesus. Yeah. So a healthy Gronk is
he was. But I mean, that Florida guy now. Okay. All right, I'm done.
No,
because
but
the reason why Tim Tebow was drafted was because of that guy from Florida. Go ahead.
No, Mo, I'm gonna say one thing though. I feel like one of these days we need to sit down and have a talk, whether it's on the show or not, about the Florida team, bro. About the Florida team.
Listen.
We gotta talk about this one day. That's what I'm gonna say.
Those kids will. You know what? And that one player, that one guy.
Bro, no. Okay.
He would have been a fucking beast in the NFL. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on. Here's something crazy, bro. Though. The reason why we gotta talk about that team, bro, is because we had one guy reciting John 3:16 before every show. One guy that was catching bodies before games. Like, bro.
Oh man, I really appreciate it.
Meanwhile, Urban Meyer was out here wilding with that team.
And Sean Taylor. Listen, that Florida team might be the sickest team of. You know what? We will do that. Thank you so much, Drunk. We really appreciate it.
And thank you, Drunk. I appreciate it, man. Listen,
it was fun. It was fun. You guys were fun. Obviously, it was fun. Like, you guys are fun. I think you know what we should do next week. I'm gonna put down the numbers from I'm gonna put down the numbers and I'm gonna order a belt. So I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna order a belt, and whoever wins,
Mo, the only way you would order a belt is if you know you won. If you check the numbers and you won, that's the only way you order a belt.
I will be fair. If win or not, the winner gets the belt, and then that's motivation for next year. I promise. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The only way you will buy a belt is if you tally the numbers and it says you won. Then you will buy a belt, wear the belt on the show. Talking about, oh yeah, who won this again? And every time we do a show and we talk about football, you'll be like, oh, by the way, I'm sorry. Who won Pick'ems? Like,
I'm gonna have the belt on my shoulder every day if I win. But there's a chance that I may not win. And if Jake wins, no, he can't because he missed a lot of games.
Yeah.
You know what? That is, I love that. Thank you so much. Nah, for real. I can't wait to come back next football season. But we will still be here for basketball, so don't worry. We'll be here doing basketball. So
we'll still be here as well because we're gonna do this year round. And guess what? Even in the middle of basketball, because guess what? There are still things happening in football, so of course we will still talk football. And usually,
there are people that think that boy from what's it, TCU should be number one quarterback drafted, Will Levis. They pay people for that kind of opinions, like that. You know what? You know what? Please, them niggas don't get the belt from Etsy. Fuck no. I'm gonna get an original WWE style belt, bro. It's gonna be like, you're gonna see the weight on the show. But that's crazy. There are people that get paid to tell me that Will Levis should be the number one drafted quarterback. Do you understand how annoying that shit like that is? One, two,
bro. They're a former. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you finish because you're saying you're making multiple points. Go ahead.
Two, Jeff Saturday is still in the running to be the Colts head coach. I just wanted to say that, and that is the end of my everything for this show.
Okay. So, the last thing I would say though, you're saying that there are people who get paid to to have certain opinions, bro. I turned on ESPN this morning, before I left the house, and 5 minutes in, I turned it off because somebody there says Patrick Mahomes is the top 3 quarterback of all time. I say, bro, that's not even a prisoner of the moment. This is CTE talking. It was Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark said it. And yeah, I'm like, this is CTE talking, bro, because there's no way you believe Patrick Mahomes is the top 3 quarterback of all time by year 5. But hey, like I said, I'm gonna leave. I'm done here. It was a good show. Thank you guys for pulling up. We appreciate it.
Bryce Young, not number 1. He's the best quarterback out there. He's the best quarterback out there. And then, oh yeah, I feel like this is something we're going to be talking about even in the middle of basketball, like the coaching hires and all of that. Kyler Murray, that's kind of sad. It's kind of sad.
That's wild.
That's
sad. Wild.
And then the whole thing going on in Denver with Sean Payton, like coming in and saying, "I'm setting the tone for how this is." Like,
Okay. Anyways, first of all, after the season the Broncos had, they don't get to say anything. You brought me in here. Let me do things my way because we see what happened when y'all did things your way. You went and signed. Okay. You went and gave Russell Wilson $250 million.
I'm not mad at that. Nothing. I'm not mad at that. To be very honest.
So if I'm Sean Payton, I'm walking them like, listen, from here on, I run shit here. You just work here.
Wow. Well, thank you very much for watching our post Super Bowl show. Oh man, this is a fun one. We'll catch you next week on the next show.
That way, throwing that way. Kelsey got it. Touchdown.